All right, I want to do a quick review of the Tray 6-inch swim bait. This is the slow sinking model. So it comes in a nice box here, and just as you get this, right, keep this box because you want to store your swim bait in here, and I'll tell you why, but that's your best way to store it. It's 6 inches long. It is 1.65 ounces, so make sure you have a rod that can handle something a little heavier, typically like a medium heavy rod, fast action. You just don't want to be throwing a light rod because it will probably some rods can't handle over an ounce, so just make sure you look at that rating. You can see it's got multiple joints, but let's dive in and I'll tell you why I got this and how you can fish it. So right out of the gates, it's a really beautiful lure. It does come up with another tail that you can slide it in there and insert it. So these tails here, the reason is they're very like a soft, almost like a silicone squishy. So you want to make sure these, when they're on the boat or you're carrying them, you don't want them to get very hot because they will melt together and bend up. And if you're storing it in your tackle box and you're storing it, it might be there. And it's once it kind of bends, it's kind of hard to get that out. So you just want to store it in something because that tail action is what the secret is. So let's dive in here. You can see the bait itself. This is like the bone, I think lavender bone or citrus bone. So you got a little lavender there. It's got some great texture on there. And then your hooks, very stout hooks, so you're not going to get bent out. And this is a lure that I'll use in the springtime, early summer. So you can see it's got the double joint, so really big S curve there. And what that tells you when you're fishing these type of glides or swim baits, if it's more of a single and it's like here, it's going to be much more slow and kind of a smooth. This right here is going to be a very erratic, darting type of movement. You can twitch this and it's going to have a lot of action by itself in the water, and that action is going to imitate a fleeing fish, a hurt fish, and it gets a lot of big strikes. So you just want to really make sure you understand your waters with this, what you're fishing for, and the time of the year. Again, I like to fish it in that post spawn early spring if I'm going for bass, or maybe the fall with pike. But it's a great lure and it has amazing action, and for the price point, it's a really good value, I feel. So for somebody who is in the market for more of a entry level premium, this is a good bait for you to have in your arsenal.